Hi guys, I'm Ayana and today I'm going to be doing a if you like this TV show, then you will like this book. If you've been subscribed to me for a while, then maybe you've seen my if you like this movie, then you'll like this book video, which I'll link down below. Basically, it's just like that where I'm going to be recommending you shows and movies, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't keep it on the creepier side. There's maybe one book in this list that isn't like creepy, but I just want to mention this book is sponsored by Disney Hyperion for the book The Devouring Gray, which will be out April 2nd. And if you guys watched my most anticipated reads of 2019, you know that this book was on my list, guys, and trust, this book did not disappoint, okay? And for this book, I would recommend the TV show Riverdale. This book has all the things that I like about Riverdale, because I actually really do enjoy Riverdale. I really love like the atmosphere of Riverdale and like the friendships and the town, and how the town has like this creepier aspect to it, to a lot of people don't really know, like, you know, like to the normal people in the town, like it's just very, it's just like a regular, it's like boring or Riverdale to them. And then like to some of the characters, it's like, okay, like there's something going on, like weird going on in this town. Also, it gives me a little hint of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is a spin-off of Riverdale. So ironically, The Devouring Gray is about this group of 4 kids who live in this town called Four Paths, New York. And they're all like founders' children, and this town has like this, I don't want to say it's like a legend because it's not a legend, but they have the Gray, and inside the Gray they have this beast. And I don't want to give any more information on it, like about like the beast or the Gray or anything, because I don't want to give away anything about the book, because I found that like learning about like the Gray and what it like and what it is and how it works, and like the beast is actually really entertaining. It's really, what is the word I'm looking for? Interesting. The beast is really interesting. And also this book does have magical realism, and it's just really cool because only like the founders' children get it, and like you get it from ages 13 to 17, I believe. Well, 13 to 16, I believe. And like each family has like their own ritual, and like you can't like know the other family's ritual if you aren't part of the family. And I don't know, I just love everything about this book. Like this book lived up and exceeded my expectations. And it's also a really quick read, honestly. Like I probably could have finished this book in a day, but I have a lot going on in my life, so I couldn't. But like if you're a fast reader, you can probably finish this book like super quick. Like it's so intriguing, and I just love this book so much. And I actually really love the characters, and also it has a really good LGBTQ representation. And I love everything about this book. Like I cannot wait for the second book to come out. The next show I'm going to recommend is Scream. Now, if you all know that I am a horror movie stan, and my favorite horror movie is actually Scream. I love Wes Craven so much. I think that he is a genius. Wes Craven directed Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, A Vampire in Brooklyn, and I believe he either produced or wrote The Last House on the Left, which is another one of my favorite horror movies. So if you've never watched Scream, Scream is basically like the movie where there is this slasher going around like their high school killing people, and they're trying to figure out who it is. And this book, There's Somebody Inside Your House, gives me big Scream energy. Okay, like I really like slashers set in high school because I feel like it's the easiest to do. I mean, there was Happy Death Day, which also is a slasher in college, which I actually really liked because it's in school, so it's a lot easier to do, especially in college, because like they live and sleep there. Like it's not like you gotta go and find someone's house and like sneak in and murder them. Like no, like they live in dorms. It's an easy access. I am not a psychopath, by the way. I watch a lot of horror movies. And so this book is about it's been a while since I've read this book, by the way. So this book is about a girl, and I don't remember her name, but she's half black, and half Hawaiian. We stan, and she moved from Hawaii to I forgot where, and she's been there for a while. She's been there for a pretty decent time. She lives with her grandma, and then these killings start happening. The one thing I do like about this story is the very first chapter. When I tell you, it was the creepiest thing I've ever read. I loved it so much, and I'm recommending this book. Like, I ended up giving this book I think I gave this book a 2 out of 5 stars. And don't get me wrong, like, I may have rated this book low, but like the premise of this book, I like freaking love the idea of this book. And I low-key would probably, like, I love the characters. Like, I gave it 2 stars because I'm salty and I wanted it to be it wasn't what I wanted to be as a slasher. And so, like, it focused a lot on like romance rather than like the killings, which I didn't like. It was a no for me, so I kind of felt salty, so I was like 2 stars. But in reality, I probably would have given this book like 3.5 stars. Like, look at this cover. I love the cover. Like, this is my sister's book. Like, I will buy the book again and I will read the book again. Like, it's a good book to read during like Halloween and stuff. So I do recommend reading this book. I just say that it's just not, it didn't live up, like, as a horror stand, it didn't live up to my expectations. The next show I'm gonna recommend is Once Upon a Time. And it's like, if you've never seen Once Upon a Time, you don't know what Once Upon a Time is. Like, do you live under a rock? Like, you know, Once Upon a Time is a show, and it's like the best show. It's like a show, and it takes all these fairy tales and then like mix them together, and they make all of these like characters like living in one world. And so of course, for that book, I gotta recommend Cinder, because not only does Cinder is like a part robot, but this book has diversity. This book has great, beautiful diversity. They made Snow White black. Okay, I haven't finished the book series yet, but like, I feel like if you don't know what Cinder is and you don't know what Once Upon a Time is, it's like, where do you live? You know, like, where do you live? The next show I have is Avatar. And at this point, if you haven't watched Avatar, I'm really upset with you, because Avatar is that show. Okay, Avatar is that show. And Avatar, if you are like the 2 people who haven't seen it in like the entire world and you don't know what it's about, Avatar is about these 4 nations that once lived together. And then, I don't know, it's been so long since I've watched this show, I don't even remember like you know, the theme, the intro to the show. But basically it's about these 4 nations: fire, earth, air, wind. Pretty sure that's not it. No, it's not. It's fire, earth, water, air. Why did I say air, wind? That's the same thing. That is literally the same exact thing. Okay, fire, earth, air, water. Okay, and they're like split up now, and they're all like in different places, and they have like these avatars who can basically do all of the above. Like, they can do fire, earth, water, air, instead of just one, like, you know, one fire, one water, you know. They can master it all. And all the avatars in the world are like gone, until one day this one avatar comes up, and his 2 siblings like discover him. Children of Blood and Bone. Are we surprised? Like, this book, like, everyone compares it to Avatar, but like, once you read it, like, this book is big Avatar energy. Like, they even have blood magic in the book. And Children of Blood and Bone, if you once again live under a rock, Children of Blood and Bone is the story about this world where there used to be magic, and then there's no longer magic because like they took it away. And now the main character Zeely and her brother Zane are like traveling throughout the world, this world. I don't remember what the world is called. And usually like on the map it'll have like, oh, it's called Orisha. Yeah, they're traveling throughout Orisha to get magic back, because like now they like have no other choice. And they stumble upon like this prince and this princess, and like now they're going like an adventure. And like, even just like thinking about it, you can see like the similarities, but like in a good way. Like it was in a good way. Like, I always want books to remind me of like my favorite childhood TV shows. Like, give me a book that reminds me of Scooby-Doo and I will be here for it, you know. Give me a book that reminds me of Jake the American Dragon. Give me a book that reminds me of Danny Phantom. Like, I will literally be here for it. I am all for books that remind me of my favorite things. my favorite like childhood TV shows, you know? Stranger Things, okay? If you like Stranger Things, like if you don't know what Stranger Things is, if you don't like Stranger Things, you know, it's like one of my favorite shows. I feel like I don't even have to like describe what Stranger Things is, because like I just love Stranger Things so much. And it's about this boy who goes missing, and his friends are like trying to find him, and he's in like this place called the Upside Down. And while he's missing, his friends discover this girl named 11, and she has telekinesis, and they're all like really young in the first season, and it's just so adorable. And they're so bad, they're so bad, like they're cussing and they're doing things that whatever kids their age should not be doing. Not like, you know, I mean, it's along the lines of like what they should be doing, but like at the same time, like it's a little not really, like, you know. And I just really love the show so much. Like they always make me laugh. And it also focuses on one of the kids' older sister and like the missing boy's older brother. Like they're all like in high school, and I just love the show so much. Season 2 was going to be out and on July 4th. So y'all, season 3 will be out July 4th. And like, I'm so ready. Like season 2 was that season. I don't want season 2 to be my favorite season. Like I want like season 3 to be my favorite season. Like I want to be like, oh, okay, like let me rank the seasons. Like, you know, I am so ready for like, I'm already ready for season 4. In season 4, like we haven't even got season 3 yet. Like how are you ready for a season? You haven't even got the other one yet. Like, you know, like I'm so ready for season 4. Okay. And so for this, I recommend Paper Girls. Now this book, Paper Girls, like this is set in the 80s. It's about a group of friends. They're always on their bikes, like just Stranger Things. The only difference is Stranger Things was a group of guys. This is a group of girls, and they deliver like paper. And there are like some iffy things in the book, like the language that they use. Like they say the F word for shock factor, because they say it and they never bring it back up again. But like, I can't really tell you what this book is about, but just know like some stuff goes down. Like it just reminds me of Stranger Things in the sense of the I don't want to call it the government, because I'm not that smart to like, know if it's the government or not, but like the experiments that were going on, like, you know, like the scientific like reason of Stranger Things. Like that's what this book reminds me. Like that's why this book reminds me of it, like the scientific way. So like, think time travel, think apocalypse. Okay, that's what this book is. Okay, and that is it for this video. I will link the Goodreads link to the Devouring Gray down below. And I hope that you check out the book. Like honestly, if that book was on your TBR, like please check it out. It won't disappoint. It was such a good book. And I'll see you guys next time.